Students, let's continue chapter integers. In this video, first we will discuss sums based on addition and subtraction of integers, then properties of addition on integers. So now look at the first sum. Find the sum of minus 36 and minus 64. We want to find out the sum of minus 36 and minus 64. Whenever there is a negative sign with any number minus sign, keep that in bracket. Then there will be a less chances of mistake in signs. So we want to find out the sum of minus 36 and minus 64. So there should be a single sign between two integers. So here it is plus minus. So we will convert this into single sign. Plus minus minus. So now we have minus 36 minus 64. As I explained you in the previous video, that if we have same sign, we find the sum. Find the sum means we add the numbers. Or when we add the numbers, we get here 100. Sign remain as it is. If it is both of plus, it remain plus. If it is of minus, it remain minus. This is your answer. Look at the second one. Add minus 45 and 20. Add minus 45 and 20. So now we have opposite sign. We have different sign. And when we have different sign, we find the difference of the numbers. But we will find out, we find the difference of the numbers. So we get here 25. Now what about the second calculation? Second calculation is of signs. Which sign comes? Sign of bigger term. So here bigger term is 45. Sign is of minus comes. Whenever you do sum of integers, again the first rule is applied on numbers. Numbers to be added or subtracted. And then second rule is on signs. Now, look at the third. Subtract minus 15 from 25. So, first we are I am just keeping minus 15 in bracket. Now, subtract minus 15 from 25. 25 comes first. Subtract. Subtract means minus. What we want to subtract? Minus 15. Subtract minus 15 from 25. So, here again we have two signs, we convert this into single sign. Minus into minus, it is plus. Minus minus plus. So it is simple one. 25 plus 15, it is 40. No sign is here means plus. And both the term is of plus, same sign, we add the numbers, we find the sum. So here it comes 40, 25 plus 50. We add the numbers. So it comes 40. Next question. Subtract minus 7 from minus 5. Subtract minus 7 from minus 5. From terms comes first. Now we want to subtract. Subtract means sign. Which sign comes? Minus. What we want to subtract? Minus 7. So subtract minus 7 from minus 5. Now minus 5 remain as it is. Minus minus plus. Minus into minus, it is plus. So we have different sign here. We have different sign. And when we have different sign, we find the difference. So find the difference of 7 and 5. It is 2. Sign of bigger term comes. So bigger term here is plus. We will not see this sign. We will see this sign. Here it is plus. Now we are going to discuss properties of addition on integers. Properties of addition on integers. So we have done properties on whole numbers. The same properties almost we have done closure property, commutative law, associative law. Now the first property is closure property of addition. What is this? The sum of two integers is always an integer. The sum of two integers is always an integer. So let us suppose two integers. I have taken one integer 3 and minus 6. I have taken two integers 3 and minus 6. So what is the property? The sum of two integers. So I am going to take sum of these two integers. So let's see what comes. So here plus minus minus. So no sign is here, it means it is plus. So we have opposite sign, we subtract the numbers. Here it comes 3 and sign of bigger numbers minus. So here it is minus 3. So what is the property? Sum of two integers. We have taken two integers and their sum is also integer. So we have find out, we just taken the sum of these two integers, and in sum of two integer is minus 3, which is also an integer. Next property, commutative law of addition. Suppose a and b are any two integers, and then a plus b is equal to b plus a. So let us suppose a is 2, b is, you can say, minus 5. So let's see a plus b. What a plus b comes? 2 plus, it is b's value is minus 5. So here it is 2 plus minus minus. Here it comes minus 3. A plus b, it is minus 3. Now what about b plus a? Here b is minus 5 and a is 2. Now minus 5 plus 2. Opposite sign, we subtract the terms. When we subtract the terms, here it comes 3 and sign of bigger terms come. So you just see that a plus b and b plus a is same. Here, hence, a plus b is equal to b plus a. The both sides are equal. Next property, associative law of addition. Let a, b, c are any three integers. Then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. So what these brackets? First we will solve these two terms and then add c will be added. In this, first we will add b and c, then a will be added, because first we solve the bracket. So again let us suppose a is 1, b is minus 2, c is minus 3. You can take any number. So first we are going to find out a plus b into plus c. First we have taken left hand side, a plus b plus c. So what's the value of a? It is 1. What's the value of b? It is minus 2. And what is the value of c? It is minus 3. So here it comes plus minus minus plus minus minus. So 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 it is minus 1. Minus 3. So both same sign we will add the numbers. Here it comes minus 4. So the answer of a plus b plus c, left hand side's answer is minus 4. So what about right hand side? We have right hand side a plus b plus c. We have right hand side a is 1, b is minus 2. And what about c? C is minus 3. So let's solve. 1 plus minus 2 plus minus minus. Here it comes 1. Minus 2 minus 3 it is minus 5. Plus minus minus. So we get minus 4. The answer of right hand side is also minus 4. So we can say, what we can say, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So associative law of addition holds for integers. So these three properties we have done in whole numbers also. It was same. Closure property, commutative law and associative law. Now look at the fourth property. If a is any integer, then a plus 0 is equal to a, or 0 plus a is a. Suppose a is any integer. We have taken any integer 7. Minus 7 you can say. So minus 7 plus 0 or 0 plus minus 7. What comes? Minus 7 plus 0 it is minus. So here it is plus minus minus. It is again 0 minus 7 is also minus 7. 1. The sum of an integer and its opposite is 0. Sum of an integer and its opposite. Sum of an integer, let us suppose an integer is 6 and its opposite, this is plus 6 and its opposite is minus 6. So sum of these, when we find out sum, plus 6 plus minus minus, so both have opposite sign, we will find the difference. We will subtract the number. 6 minus 6, it is 0. What is the property? Sum of an integer and its opposite is 0. Now I want to introduce one more thing here, that I want to introduce additive inverse. What is additive inverse? That is very simple. If we want to find out the additive inverse of any number, its sign changes. Suppose additive inverse of plus 5 is minus 5. Additive inverse of minus 6 is plus 6. It's just the opposite sign. And additive inverse of 0 is 0. We don't have space, even we can write additive inverse of 0 is 0. So what is additive inverse? Additive inverse of positive integer is negative integer, and additive inverse of negative integer is positive integer, and additive inverse of 0 is 0 only. Thank you, students.